Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Welcome back to the show. We are back with Alpha Hydration to talk more about all the services that can come right to your house. Yeah, we're excited to have our friend here and owner of the company, again, Dwayne Mariner, joining us live today, really from California, but he's in Texas right now, and he's
Yep.
got a great spirit, great history. He's been in the healthcare business for so many years, and excited to talk to him about this amazing service he offers, vitamin infusions, detox, hydrations, and you can go to the website, ahsiv.com. And thank you for being back here today. How are you?
You're so good. I don't even need to do this.
No,
You can just sit there all day and just say, blah, 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 and say all your stuff. I'm
no.
good. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we had to come back to Texas for a funeral, unfortunately, but that's such is life,
Mhm.
which, makes you really think truthfully about your health and wellness.
It sure does.
There's a lot of things that, as we age, we start having to come to really just realize our own mortality. Of course, we can cheat that mortality just a little bit. We can extend some lives, and we have, through modern medicine, Western medicine, ancient medicine. I mean, there's a gazillion things that actually have extended lives. Sometimes you need the real stuff, though, which is modern medicine, to really get in there and do some stuff. But everything we do, we want to keep everybody out of the hospital. There are some things we just can't do. We haven't figured it out yet. We're going to figure it out, but we haven't figured that out yet.
Well,
But
thank you so
it
much.
does make you think. Yeah, it
It
makes you
does.
think.
It does. I know we just lost someone 3 days ago that's close to our family, and it's been hard for everyone. It makes you
Yeah,
think, what am I doing? Am I living my best life? Can I be making better choices? Should I be
right.
hydrating? Should I be eating better, working out? And
Sure.
everyone wants
All
to
the
live
above.
longer, and sometimes we don't have a choice, right? If it's fate, but
Right.
I feel like we can really make ourselves feel better. So hence where
We
you come,
can.
and especially you
Right.
being in the healthcare industry for so long. Do you mind just
Right.
telling
Yeah.
us a little bit about your background and your work as a nurse in the ER and how you came up with this company?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So worked in the ER for about 20 years. Uh, really just got tons of experience. I know we did pediatric trauma, level one adult trauma, rural ERs, small ERs, standalone ERs. We've done just about everything you can do in the ER capacity. And I was sitting there one day, and it was really just super busy. Lots of revolving door patients. In ER business, we call them frequent flyers.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because that's what they're just like a frequent flyer program. They come in, get all their stuff. And I was just thinking, there's got to be a better way to keep people out of the hospital. I
Yeah.
don't feel like we're doing any good anymore. I feel like we're only keeping people going versus letting them optimize their lives. And from there, we just kind of started looking and go, okay, we can do hydration. Well, what can we do with hydration? Oh, we can do vitamins. Well, what do these vitamins do? I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. What do they do? So I went and got trained by IV Nutritional Therapy, which is a huge worldwide. They train naturopaths, anybody interested in alternative treatments. Uh, Took a 12-week college course in 2 days. It was absolutely mind blistering because when I was done, my mind was fried. I was like, man, what? Wow. So I've taken years to absorb that because it was all given so fast. And as we grow and as we research and as we collaborate, we're just picking up more and more stuff that naturopaths are doing or integrative wellness doctors are doing
No.
or whatever. So we're just trying to combine it all to where we can really help people everywhere. I call it holistically with a W. It's not really a word,
Mm-hmm.
but it is a word kind
I
of, but
get
it's
it. I get it.
holistic, the whole body. We've been doing that and really trying to focus on that. We do weight loss. Lots of people on weight loss that are just really struggling to lose weight. We formulate plans, we give them direction, we give them reassurance. Everybody has their struggles. So that's just one way we try to extend people's lives. We want them to have the good life, the good stuff now. Get optimized now. Later, okay, you might live longer, but it's not going to be as fun. Let's do good now so we can have a good time while we're doing it. There
Yeah.
was a comedian that actually said, why do I want to eat normal if I'm not only going to have the good years at the end of the year, at the end of my life, and I still got to eat the same food that kept me alive? I'm like, okay, let's just optimize now. So it's been really mind blowing, really, because we were all so trained in Western medicine, and you have to throw big pharma at it. You have to, whatever it is, you have to. And as we've evolved and learned and stepped out of that realm and just looked back in, we're amazed at what we can actually accomplish without big pharma. And like I said, there is a time that you need it. They do great things, but you don't need it for everything. I don't need big pharma for my hair. I don't need it. I don't need pro whatever it is, the stuff that does the hair growth and all that. So many alternatives out there that have just been proven to work really well. That's just an example. We treat people with high cholesterol, heart problems, pick something. We have them on some kind of wellness plan, be it IVs, be it just supplements, and we monitor labs and see how they're doing. And it's just been really eye opening for all of us, and especially my partner, the physician. He was so ingrained. I think that's what they teach in medical school is just straight, drugs, 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 drugs. You got to fix it with drugs. You only fix it with drugs. You only fix it with this, that,
Yeah.
or the other. And he's really been blown away too over the
Mm-hmm.
last few years because we've just seen the difference in people, even ourselves.
Yeah.
Like we talked about before, I'm a big guy. I've always been big. It's always been a struggle for me my whole life. Very athletic, all that stuff, but always been.
Oh, did we lose you? It happens sometimes. We'll be right back with more. Please stay with us.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back. Quick
Oh
commercial
yeah,
break.
my computer all of a sudden decided to just kick everything off. I don't know why. Quick commercial
happens.
break. That's right. I was jamming too, so it's really been eye opening for all of us. And again, a big guy, always struggled with weight, very athletic. Just over the last, just changing things. I didn't have to add anything. I've just changed things. I've added IVs to my diet, of course, because it's good for you. But just like we talked about the intermittent fasting. There are lots of things that we do. I don't mind being in that IV circle. Yes, you do IVs. Yes, we do IVs. We do a lot more. And I pull people in and go, yes, we can do an IV, but let's talk about you first. What are your goals? What is your end game? Maybe the IV is for you. Maybe it's not. So we like to think of ourselves as more helping versus just trying to collect a paycheck. We've got some things we're working on the horizon that I hope will kind of change a lot of things for what we do. We're working on that now. That could really make what we do or anybody that does stuff like us more accessible. So we're working on that now, and with any luck, we'll get there.
Got it. Well, by the way, just you're based out of where specifically in California?
Woodland Hills, California. We do a lot of LA. We got about a 20-mile radius from there, and we try to get to everybody we can. And then we have one actually opening up in Texas before too long. Just got to open the curtain. Yeah. Be a different company name, still the same company for all intents and purposes, but we'll be doing the same things and just kind of bringing it all to Texas too, because we have a lot to share. We feel like we have an expertise that we can actually share with people. And we also take expertise from other people. We don't think we're the experts in everything, but we're certainly ready to learn and research and just add and subtract or whatever the research shows and presents and backs up, we're in. Let's try it. It's every day. It's such an evolving field right now. It's really blowing up. And I think we talked about this before, with COVID and everything. Where was a sick person going to go? They couldn't go to the hospital because they couldn't get entrance,
Nope.
Oh, you're not sick enough for us. Oh, well, okay. Well, you're probably sick enough for us, so come see us. So if we can help mitigate a lot of those for lack of a better term, disasters, mass casualty events. I mean, I don't know what you even call that. Pandemics. We can just
Yeah.
help keep, one person out of the hospital. That's one less bed that doesn't have to be used. So that's kind of where we got started. It's kind of where we go, but now we're really extending that to the preventive approach on everything versus just your acute illnesses, your viruses, some of your bacterias or whatever. So we're trying to keep everybody healthy, and it's a big job, but we're ready to take it on.
And you do so well. I mean, you and your
We
team,
try.
last week we were live on the scene as he was actually administering the IV and he was doing, I'm not sure which part of the alpha hydration you were doing specifically, but he's there, grabbing everything himself, his backpack it was just great. And he's like hustling and bustling and tell us, I mean, these types of
It's
things
busy.
are
Yeah, it's a
so
busy thing.
important. So many clients want, tell us some of the main services that you're offering.
So the main service I'd probably say that we offer is like a Myers cocktail. Myers cocktail is old. It was invented 60, 80 years ago by Joseph Myers. Did his research, figured out that when he gave these people like chronic fatigue syndrome, uh, fibromyalgia now on a new one. I don't know if they had that back then. I can't remember. But he started noticing that people had decreased inflammation throughout their body. And he just started applying that to people who had these really vague, hard to diagnose complaints, even arthritis, muscle, myalgias, the works, anything that really back pain. What if your kidneys are just inflamed? I mean, anything that could use hydration and this specific set of vitamins. He figured out that this sucker works. It gives you energy, yet it also helps you sleep better. I mean, it detoxes, it flushes out all the junk in your body, gets rid of lactic acid buildup if you're a big workout person. It just does a bunch of things. But that's probably our main one. And I boosted up a little bit. I put some extra antioxidants in it, a few other things just to kind of kick it up a notch. I figured I'd bring it back into the what century are we in? 21st or 20th? 21st century.
21st, right? Yeah.
I don't understand centuries because
Neither
I
do
don't
I,
know why.
neither do I.
Why is it not the same? Yeah. So kind of bring it up to the 21st century where you have more applicable things that you can put in it that will actually increase that efficacy of it. It's been phenomenal. And I don't remember if I told you this story or not. I actually had a lady one time, gave her one of those. And I guess it was a day or so later, she called and said, "Man, what'd you give me?" And I'm like, "Well, uh-oh, better find out. What did I give her?" Looked up and I'm like, "Well, I gave you this, this, this." And man, well, wow, what's going on? She said, "I feel great. I have no pain, no inflammation. My arthritis feels good." I'm like, "Great. That's what it's designed to do." So we have that feedback. We get lots of feedback from our clients. And, it's never 100%. You're never going to hit everybody and they say, "Oh, this worked great for me." Every now and again, you just get people who are just resistant for whatever reason. Maybe they feel too good all the time and they're super healthy. I don't know. I have no explanation for it. So I get asked a lot, "Is this just placebo?" And I'm like, "No, because I've had a bunch of them and I know it's not placebo." I do know that because I'm not a placebo guy. I don't believe in placebo. I mean, I believe in it, but I don't believe it doesn't hit me. I'm like, nah. I'm all about trying stuff and making sure it works. I'm not saying, "Oh yeah, it works no matter what." So yeah, we do a ton of stuff, but that's really the base of our best cocktails, I think, is the Myers. We base everything on a Myers and then just juice it up all the way to antivirals where we can actually attack viruses while they're in their early phase and hopefully knock it out. Most people feel better in about a day or so.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, what about you? What about your self-care regimen? You're helping so many.
Oh my
Do you ever
gosh.
have the time? Are you able to even take advantage and benefit from some of this, or are you always
No,
on the
yeah, I
go?
do. No, I am always on the go, which is really not my style. I'm more of a kind of a laid back person, but we are always on the go. But I do the IVs for myself. My wife will start them, or the doctor will start them, or if I have to, I'll start them. It's not very fun, but I'll do it. I do intermittent fasting because that fasting, uh, it makes the body stimulate all kinds of stuff. One, fat burning, but it also helps with organ cleansing, organ productivity, pancreas. Your insulin will actually work better while you're fasting. So I do lots of intermittent fasting. We eat a relatively healthy diet. It's worse when we come to Texas by far, just because we're always out of time. But when we're out in California, we always eat healthy, organic, uh, clean. clean. We try to stay as clean as possible. I think that's the key. I don't think you have to be vegan. I don't think you have to be vegetarian. I don't think you have to be pescatarian. I think you need a nice balanced diet. I do push that on people because we are, unfortunately, we are meat eaters. So you kind of need a little bit of everything because it produces
Mhm.
blood cells, it produces stuff that it builds a lot of stuff in your body. So you have to have it. But yeah, we do all that stuff. It's so much. Occasionally we'll do health shakes because we're on the go too much. We just try to, yeah, we do everything. We do everything that we offer in our clinic and with our concierge services, we do or have done. Like hormone therapy, we do that. We do all the IVs. We do the cancer IVs, not for ourselves, but we do the
Mhm.
cancer IVs. Lots of people with cancer, lots of people getting vitamin C IVs, and that was proven years ago that it helps stop tumor growth in the right doses. We just launched ozone therapy, which I've been struggling with for about the last 6 years of whether or not to do that. And I've decided we're going to do it. We're getting lots of expert advice on that. So I'm not the expert in it, but I plan on being one at some point. But we've started doing that. So we're excited to try that on ourselves and see how that goes.
Oh,
Just
that's
keep expanding.
exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. It's exciting adding new stuff. And then you have these clients who say, I really want to try it. Well, do you want to be the first one? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Uh, and lots of other alternative therapies, especially for cancer, because, what do we know about cancer? We know we have two paths with cancer right now. You go to the oncologist, you either go to chemo or you go to immunotherapy.
Hmm.
Nobody talks about the alternative therapies that are actually out there and are showing really good results because, they're not really approved yet. They'll get there. But so there's stuff there that we can offer for people that have cancer that can actually help combat that as well. And we've had tremendous success with that. And I think people are really responding well to that. And again, that's a collaborative effort. Lots of different doctors, lots of different naturopaths, lots of researchers, and just implementing what they tell us sounds like a good thing to implement. If it doesn't work, boom, we throw it out. But so far, so good. It's really great to be a hub for experts. They can't do it all. I can't do it all, but together, we can certainly make a dent in something. So that's kind of where we're at. Is
Yeah.
we're at that precipice of really being able to offer these kind of services. Not necessarily out of our office, but everywhere. We just got to get it launched and hopefully things go well, we'll be able to really, 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 really help a lot of people and hopefully quickly. Hopefully quickly. Because yeah, I got a lot to say today.
You do. You're on a roll, and I love it. I love
I
it.
am on a roll.
Remind us how we contact you, please.
You can contact me via text if you get excited, 818-482-3252. That'll go directly to me. Email info@ahsiv.com, through our websites, through Google, through Instagram, which I wouldn't recommend because I'm not very good at answering those questions. Facebook, again, same thing. It's hard to monitor it all. Hard to monitor it all. Uh, so occasionally I'll get stuff through Instagram and I'm like, oh, when did this come in? 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Most businesses have somebody doing their Instagram that doesn't really monitor it. They just do the stuff. So every now and again I forget to go look at it. So yeah, all those ways. The easiest is text and email. I'm pretty quick answer on everything.
Good. Well, thank you. Well, I appreciate you being here and still talking to us. And no matter where you are in the world, you're always
Right.
available. And you're in your car, you're in Texas, you're in any other state, you're always available to talk.
I try to be, yeah. I even go to clients' houses and say, whoops, I forgot we're doing a podcast day. How about it?
Oh
So I
my
had my
gosh.
buddy doing the filming and you were there for that too.
Yeah.
And
Oh
it was a
my
lot of
gosh.
fun.
I mean, besides the IVs and all, you also promote some healthy, I don't know, is it your own line that you use for vitamins and
I
wellness
don't.
or
It's Designs for Health. They're very reputable, very good, very researched, very thought out. Really, really like using them. They actually have a rep that comes to us. And so, no, if I could do my own line, that'd be fantastic. But it's one of those things that there's already a great line out there. You know, I don't want to reinvent the wheel with some great supplements. They've done it. All I got to do is send you to it, I do have a few other lines I can get that are also highly reputable, but they just seem to be the most consistent for us. And we use them for everything, for hormone replacement, for our IVs, for supplementation. We use all of them ourselves. For cardiac disease, we use them for. It's a gazillion things. It's a gazillion things you use their stuff for, and they're really, really a good line. I really like them. So shameless plug for them, but I do like them, and they're consistent, and they're always on top of it. And I feel like they're always putting out new stuff because as it evolves, as we discover more supplements or more nutrients or more groundbreaking things that they find in the soil. I don't know where they get all this stuff. Somebody gets them from somewhere. Someone's doing research. Uh, so yeah, I wish I did have my own line, but again, no sense in reinventing the wheel. I'm not a Kardashian. I don't think I'd have any luck doing it like a makeup line or anything.
No makeup line.
Right. So that's what it feels like. Oh, I'm going to do my own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, if I said, hey, come label this, we'll do our vitamins, they'd probably do good, but no, I don't have my own.
Okay.
So
Well,
that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. And it's hard to beat those that are way ahead of us already who've been doing the groundwork for so long. So
got it.
long. So that's one of those things where I collaborate. I collaborate. We use collaborations probably probably more than any company I can think of off the top of my head because you can't be an expert in everything. It'd
Yeah,
be nice, but you can't.
true.
So got to be
True.
open-minded and be ready to listen.
Do you also do like, I know you're at people's homes or they're coming to you for all these treatments, but you also, I don't know if you're licensed as a counselor or a coach, but like you have this way about you. I'm sure that it's not, it goes
Well,
beyond the
it is
services you
beyond
offer, just to
it.
say, yeah, because you have
Yeah,
this,
I see what you're saying. Yeah, well, the good thing is, what was that in nursing? You're actually one of your core things is actually education. So you can, when you say education, that's a huge swath of information that you can use, but you also fall with empathy and compassion. So if you take all that and put it all together, yeah, you're basically a life coach, Uh, you can use that to your advantage and you can use it to the patient's advantage because I'll answer just about anything. I mean, I've helped people while they're in the hospital, navigating the ridiculous healthcare system. Uh, just anything that just gives people an edge, I will help with. And if I don't know, I'll find somebody who does or can help you. Uh, but yeah, I do. We do a lot of coaching, reassurance, life coaching. Uh, we've done emotional counseling just because someone's there when they see nurse or doctor. It's just it all comes out. You just sit there and listen. My wife's a fantastic listener and a fantastic advice giver, and she always gets into those situations and really excels at it. She probably missed her calling as a I don't know, something. She's definitely got her calling as a nurse, but whatever. I don't want to say life coach because she's just I don't know. She's excellent at it, and I
well,
feed off of her, and that makes a big difference in my life too, because I'm able to actually convey empathy. Whereas when we were in the ER, it was tough. It was tough. It really took it from us for a long time, but we've got it back.
uh-huh. Well, I hope we get to meet her one time, in the future if she can come on and talk with us too.
I
What's her
know
name
she's
again?
always
I'm sorry, I
busy. Her
forgot her
name's
name.
Kim.
Kim, okay.
Kim. Yeah. Yeah. She's always busy. She's running around right now. She wants to clean or something.
Well, there's always stuff to do. I get it. As a woman, I get it.
It
But
is. There's
we still
always
got 2 more
something.
minutes left to go. What else do you want to add before we go?
Uh, well, let's, how's your family?
Oh, good. My boys, 7 and 9, they're great. Just it's been a hard week. We lost my niece is only 13, but she has a boyfriend who's 14. But it's special circumstance. He has a really troubled family life, and
Sure.
unfortunately, he awoke the other night, tried to help his mom. She wasn't breathing, and she passed away at 45, and he's
Mm.
14. So he's
Oh
been at
my
my sister's
gosh.
house for like the past few days, and where is he going to live? What is he going to do now? It's trauma. So it's been a little bit of a rough week. Again,
It's a
loss,
full
and I know,
plate.
right?
Yeah,
It's just like what you're dealing with. It's never easy, but it puts things into perspective about
it does. especially at 45.
Yeah, let's wake up
I mean, that's
happier. Let's
crazy.
make better choices. Let's be
Yeah.
kinder, be gentler. It's just like, sounds cliche, but
Be normal and human. I mean, that's
exactly.
just it. The society right now is so rough.
Yeah,
Everybody's mad at everybody. I don't know why. I mean, man, we're all here. We're none of us are getting out of this alive. So let's just enjoy it and treat each other with kindness and compassion. Say hi to the person in the line in front of you. I
mm-hmm.
do it all the time. I talk their heads off, and they probably think, "My gosh, what is this guy saying?" Just being
No.
friendly. Just saying
Oh,
hi. Help somebody reach something in the grocery store. Acknowledge people around you, and a hi goes a long ways. Uh, yeah, it's just. But let's get back to the human nature, which is just to cliche, coexist. Don't even just coexist. Be there for each other whenever they need something or need help or need a shoulder or need an ear or whatever. You can change somebody's life just by doing that. And that has been a huge,
my
huge thing to
goodness.
learn for me. And it's been about 4 years I've really been more of a, tap you on the shoulder, how are you doing? Which is, some people are really turned off by that, but just being nice. I'm probably not touching you,
I
but
knew you were.
yeah, being nice is always good.
Being kind, being grateful, being
Yep.
positive. So
Yep.
I cannot wait to meet you one day. You're just a good person and meet the wife. And yeah, I'll let you know when I come to California. And
Oh,
but
I want to
really,
get to New York.
oh, New York, you coming here? Yeah.
Yeah.
And until he expands and becomes like a franchise, and everyone's, there's Alpha Hydration and wellnesses all over. You never know.
You never know.
You never know,
You
Dwayne.
never know. The challenge is real, but you never know.
It's true. Well, thank you for being here today, and
Oh,
condolences
my
to your
pleasure.
family. Tell us if we are
And you.
interested. How do we reach out to you, please?
Text me. Man, it's so good. I love getting texts or calls.
Mm-hmm.
818-482-3252. You can email me, info@ahsiv.com. Google, Bing, Instagram, Facebook. Again, I'd just
Aw,
find information on those. I think that's it. I feel like there's just so many now. Or you can just Google me and you'll get the phone book now, thanks to Jill.
got it. Well, thank you so much. Pleasure having you here, Dwayne. Enjoy
Pleasure to
the
be
best
here.
you can the rest of Texas, and we'll see you back in California hopefully next week, okay?
I'm excited.
All right, same here. Thank you again. Love the background, by the way, if you're taking a
Oh,
peek.
yes.
It looks like he's out there hunting. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Jill.
Bye,
We'll talk
Dwayne.
soon. Bye.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.